Hi, this is Dr. Pachenik, and I want to congratulate President Trump on his nomination of Amy Barrett, or Judge Amy Barrett, for the Supreme Court. I find her to be incredibly intelligent, articulate, wise, and if you want to really understand how perceptive a judge can be and what it entails to be an effective judge, I strongly recommend that most of you listen to the Hillsdale College interview with her, and she brings forth the brilliant understanding of making a decision. She is, for the most part, what we call an originalist, and she calls herself an originalist. Well, what does that mean? That means that the only meaning of the Constitution is that it's sui generis. In other words, in and on of itself, one must interpret that law. One does not bring one's fantasy into it, empathy, policy, or any other dynamic other than understanding, number one, that that rule of law is fixed and that that fixed law has only a certain leeway of interpretations. And she goes forth to explain exactly what she means. Many of you think that she cannot be a Supreme Court justice because she's Catholic. You're wrong. She made a point that neither religion, policy, or politics or personality should make any difference in the rule of law as an originalist. She cited the example of John Adams, our founding father, and he in turn was a lawyer for the British who killed 5 people in the Boston Massacre of the 1770s. Now, why did Adams do that? He was not a pro-British ally. He, in fact, was one of our revolutionary fathers and a father of our country. He felt that if one did not interpret the law and support the law in 1770, we would not have a valid constitution. Then she explains the case of Supreme Court Justice Jackson under FDR during World War II. And there she explained how Jackson went against his personal friend and his political ally, FDR, to refute and to basically say that the president and the other judges in the Supreme Court were wrong to approve the incarceration of the American Japanese. Let me repeat that. We incarcerated thousands and thousands of American Japanese who had no affiliation with the Japanese in World War II. And as a result of that, Jackson felt that without his statement, the rule of law could not continue. So in terms of who she is, and what she wants to do, I praise her. Quite frankly, I'm quite impressed with her background. She comes out of the suburbs of New Orleans. Her father was a lawyer for Shell Oil. Mother was a French teacher. She adopted 2 Haitian children, I assume because she could also speak French because her mother taught that, and she has 7 children in total. One of the children is, of course, Down syndrome, and she explains how she is able to be a mother, a lawyer, a teacher, a judge, and at the same time be a wife. This is an unusual woman, and I strongly support her nomination for the Supreme Court. Hopefully, in the days to come, we will have more and more women, both on the Republican and Democratic side, who will go to higher offices, will eventually take over the Supreme Court, and hopefully one day will become POTUS, President of the United States. Having said that, I want to quote Amy Barrett when she said, "A woman must decide what she wants for herself. There are no rules, laws, or obligation. Women must fight for their own rights." On that note, I bid you good night and good luck.